r/AskReddit asks. After the coronavirus is over, what ways do you hope society will have changed? I hope to work from home permanently. Edit, I mean that I'm hoping this will become an option for me/more people. Yeah, this epidemic is really showing us how so many jobs can be done from home. In the age of computers, I think there will be more opportunities to work from home. That we will stop taking the little things for granted, such as the ability to take a sit at a nearby coffee shop, or being able to chat with a friend for a few minutes. Right now I am craving gummy lifesavers, but I'm quarantined so I can go out and get them. I could order some for delivery from the local grocery store, but it's like a $10 charge for delivery. I don't need anything else at all. I miss just being able to run to the store for some random $2 item just 'cause. I hope we get over some of the stupidest trappings of modern life and refocus on radical self-reliance. For example, why is it illegal in some places to have a food garden instead of a lawn? I hope we don't go too far into the radical self-reliance or rugged individualism route, because it often leaves behind people like me who have disabilities or need community support. I think we need to really focus on mutual aid and community bonds instead. Everyone who can do things like be self-reliant, does, but that we look out for others too. People will wash their damn hands. Someone who works the facilities/janitorial posted about this a few days ago, which made him question how rarely people used to wash their hands. Apparently he's had to go in multiple times a day to change the paper towel dispenser, whereas before it could go over a day without needing to be changed with similar traffic in the place he works. Hopefully, people will be a lot kinder to each other in general. Cashiers, sanitation workers, food servers, etc. won't get treated so poorly by customers and businesses. Businesses will realize the value of an employee. People won't go out of their way to hurt others or ruin someone's day. Hopefully, things like that. That the economy runs because of all of us doing the work and not because of the extremely wealthy? If one thing this has shown us is how useless they really are. So much this. We haven't really felt the economic impact of this yet, and it could be really, really bad. My hope is that it gets us to reevaluate our economy away from an accumulation of wealth to more of a benefit to society approach. We can live without billionaires, but it turns out the janitors are actually kind of important. That we treat healthcare as a human right. Hopefully this pandemic shows that even if you're able to afford healthcare, it won't matter if everyone around you is dead. Good luck with that in America. We are famous for doing the opposite of what is right. I'm hoping that people will care about the environment more. We've seen how much all of these shelter-in-places have actually helped the environment. I would hope that people realize that slowing life down a bit didn't end the world and will not be in such a rush about everything, but I fully expect things to eventually move even faster as everyone attempts to make up for lost time. I hope people will be more appreciative of their health, because a lot of people up to this point did not really care and took it for granted. Health is the most valuable thing we have. Appreciate your health and take care of yourself, dear people. Yes, plus the people with the highest risk of dying from corona are those with other chronic health conditions. Anyone with diabetes, obesity, heart disease, etc., it should be putting an additional scare in them to get their shit under control. We realize the key workers are not investment bankers, and pay people right. Also, we learn to listen to scientists about everything, especially the environment. Actually, we learn nothing, fuck over the health workers ASAP, and keep fucking the environment up and not listen to scientists again. People don't get paid based on how key they are. They get paid based on how hard they are to replace. That's never going to change. I would like to see the world pressure the Chinese government to ban and enforce the ban on the exotic animal market. This is the second time that a zoonosis disease came out of China, originating from an animal market. I would like to see us all work together so it doesn't happen again. I hope people will slow down, and not feel the need to rush everywhere and do a million things. And appreciate nature more. It's taking over, now that people are staying inside. The air is getting cleaner and wild animals are appearing where they never did before. It's amazing. In my country, I hope they learn their lesson, that we will not die of virus but by voting for unqualified, corrupt and selfish politicians to rule our land. Hope we elect better politicians next time. If your job can successfully be done by telecommuting, that needs to be a serious option. Healthcare workers need PPE and other proper equipment. Here's a little secret, running out of masks is nothing new. That is a standard flu season. And they always have the same excuse. For all 6 years I've been in healthcare, this flu season was worse than anticipated. It doesn't help when politicians cut funding to essential programs and organizations just for them to profit personally. We need leaders, not politicians running things. Seattle has become overrun by techies who clog up our highways, in their one-person occupied cars to sit in a building of 5,000 people who do the exact same. They're all working from home now and my commute home has dropped from 1 hour 15 meters to 35 minutes daily. They should continue to work from home for the rest of us who physically cannot do our jobs from home. Less anti-vaxxers, which will happen one way or another. I hope society learns how to fully maximize what they own instead of wasting. So much food gets wasted daily, but now that there is a food shortage, I hope people start using everything to its fullest potential. I hope society doesn't think it's a trend to have good hygiene. Like you should always wash your hands even when there is not a virus. I hope that we will appreciate our planet more. Sadly, I think that there will be a lot of racism towards Asia which would show that we didn't advance morally. I also hope that China's government will shut down the wet markets, which is where the virus is thought to have come from, because these markets treat animals badly.